Hey everyone, so today I am going to replace the pass-through storage locks. This will be the second time I've done it. I went from the standard ones that everyone has a key to cam locks, which are a little bit more secure, and then I am jumping on the bandwagon with these puppies. I saw somebody did a video on these the other day. It's a combination lock that you set on your own. The reason I'm doing this is because anybody that has an RV knows how frustrating it is to get all the way out to your RV and realize you left your keys in the car, in the house, wherever. And this is going to solve that problem. And yes, I do know these are not super secure. This is not for the purpose of preventing theft. It is a theft deterrent. I know if somebody wants in here badly enough, they're going to smash this lock or just smash their way right through these flimsy panels and get in there to get whatever it is they're looking for. But we don't keep like our hitch in there or anything. This is a look at what we're replacing today. I replaced the original pass-through storage locks with these because they are a little bit more secure. But they still require a key, and I want to get away from that. So the only tools I need today are an adjustable wrench and a screwdriver. You can use either a flat or a Phillips screwdriver. So step one, we're going to take this off. So I am going to retain two pieces from the lock that I'm replacing. This metal piece goes on the inside of the door. It gives it a little bit more stability when you're tightening down the nut. And then this is a rubber gasket that goes on the outside of the door that keeps moisture from going in to the hole that has been cut out for this lock. I think the trickiest part about this was when I was doing the one on the other side was getting it so that it was lined up how I wanted it. There's like an arrow at the top. Your numbers are below that, obviously. And I wanted the numbers to be upright. I didn't want them to be on their side. I didn't want them to be upside down. So it took me a little longer because I was trying to figure that over there. And also the instructions have extremely small print that even with my reading glasses cannot see them. So I did the whole thing without instructions. So if I can do it without instructions, you absolutely can do it. All right, first things first, the little gasket piece I told you about, we're just going to slide that right over the end there. And then that is going to go right through our opening. And I am going to be careful to make sure that I have this facing the right way. These doors are they're so flimsy. If somebody wants in here, they're going to get in. All right, so that is going to go in there. And one thing I did forget to do is make sure it says 0000 because that is the default on this. And all right, so I have that facing the right direction. Now I'm going to start putting it back together again using the metal piece that I showed you guys from the last lock. It's just going to slide right over here. If I can do this without dropping anything, it'll be a miracle. And then, oh yeah, getting ahead of myself. This is the nut that goes on here. And screw that in. And it is, I just finger tighten it at first. And then break out the big guns with my adjustable wrench. And it's kind of tricky because these are so flimsy that when you're twisting it, it wants to like twist inside that hole and make that hole bigger. So you kind of have to be firm with your grip and then also firm with this. It did start twisting the lock mechanism, so I'm just gonna turn that back so that it's perpendicular to the ground. And we're ready for the next step, which is this little guy here is going on next. So I'm going to go ahead and you have to kind of put your hand on the back side and push it out towards you because this has to seat around that, the end of that cylinder. So I think I have it the way that I want it. So I have the lock oriented the way that I need it to be so that it works with my OCD mind. And now I need to do this side of things. So the next thing that goes into place is going to be one of these. So actually holding it wrong. I'm going with the bent version because this will help bring it in tighter to the frame of the opening and keep it from rattling around. If I use this, I can actually pull it out when it's locked and slide my finger up in there. This is the one I need. You might need the straight one. It just depends on your RV, how thick the walls are, and how this fits. This is the next one. So at this point, I'm going to tighten it down, but I want to make sure everything is perpendicular, horizontal. Okay, so it comes with this. It is a key to reset the combination. There is a hole on the bottom of the lock that you press this into, and then you hold it in place, slide the numbers around until you get to where you want it to be, whatever you want your code to be. Yeah, come on. And then once you have your code in, take the key out. Supposedly that should be your new code. And yep, I know it worked because if it didn't, it wouldn't let me turn the knob. So now we're gonna lock it. We're gonna jumble up our numbers. And we're gonna try, yep, it's not gonna let me in. So there you have it. And there it is. It's in place, it's working. Again, this is not something that's going to be ultra high-tech security. This is just going to be something that's going to be convenient. So you just go over here, slide in your combination, twist it and open, and you are good to go. So I will link out to the ones that I purchased in the description area of this video, but there are several companies that make these things, and the reviews on them are all about the same. Some people are complaining because they're not super secure. Like I said, it's a pass-through storage. Really, this is just like a cabinet latch, if you want to think of it that way. Something just to give you a little bit extra security, so when you're driving down the road, that's not bouncing open. But it is not going to keep a thief out of there. So do not put anything of value in your pass-through storage.